swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's St. Clair. Rushes on him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right, he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quick. He wants to take the top off. Snags it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take it chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, he'll throw it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Bringing it back. He'll bring it out. It's Valentine.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Using his legs, it's Valentine. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Bray. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. The offense changing the play. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Couldn't get got away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds some room. The 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's St. Clair. Got his man down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Oh, they're after him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He wants to change this route. And some room to work. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff to the single running back.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Porter. Oh, better look out! He's loose down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Ohio State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The AT unit on the field. Oh, he missed it. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Valentine. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Catch in the middle, it's Valentine. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Valentine. At the 45 on its way. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the...
Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Miller. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads it left. A strike downfield.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Porter. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. On the direct snap, it's Porter. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And now the hit knocks it loose. Recovered by the kicking team.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Now, what great offensive execution. We talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Valentine. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
In man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, it's Jefferson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that moment
breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
To the air on 1st down. He's got him. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Bruins in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Valentine. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Knocked down for the tackle. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 4 over Clemson. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. He's in open space downfield. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Throwing right. Got him downfield. On the move at the 30. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. He'll take a shot, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2.
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And that is how you end a drive. That is what you want from your running back. Lower the boom. Lower your shoulders, wrap up that football, fall forward, and get into the end zone. That is how it's done.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Valentine. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Ball will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him. Try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Bruins. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
They'll line up to go for two. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He'll return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got a first down. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Porter. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Looking for the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Bruins want to move quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they